Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
Alright, so come back out and mess with the dash a little bit. Got all the stuff off of it. And I put a post up on Facebook asking what I should do with it. A lot of people were saying just glass it or fiberglass it. My buddy Ernesto from Colorado G-Bodies, he didn't know I had the Grand Prix dash sitting in the back of the PT. And he's like, put a Grand Prix dash in it, because he has a, I want to say 85, 86 Grand Prix LS swap, T56. And he's just being funny. He's like, oh, I put a Grand Prix dash in it. So I sent him a picture of the Grand Prix dash. He's like, how'd you know I had one? He's like, I didn't. And I know I mentioned before I was going to swap it out. But right now it's just sitting in there. Nothing's bolted into place. My neighbor, he was saying this one actually looks better. I was like, man, that's just, it's busy up there for me. It does look pretty good though. It is fitting in here. I definitely prefer it to be black, but we'll see. And then I'll just climb in here for a second. So if I do this route, it's not a problem, but it's not a problem. I could probably find a speedometer to go in here and attack, which would be fairly easy. And we were thinking that these bolts, you know, you could just remove a section. It's actually just one piece. They're just for looks. You can remove the vents, but as far as like each section, no. That would have made it a lot easier. Like I said, remove one of the sections and just make a mount for Terminator X or something. But I don't think we'll be able to go that route on it. Like I said, the steering shaft just dropped down, so that'll sit a little bit higher. What do you guys think? Should I rock with the Grand Prix dash for a while? Probably just trace this out and make an insert itself. Or I could probably put the Terminator X down here, the ECU. Just mount it right in here. Pretty much just do a little cutout so it slides in. Double dent up here, then the Terminator X, and eventually get a Tinker dash or another dash and put it in there. The overhang is different. I kind of like it. It's really gonna have to grow on me, but I might as well just say screw it, paint this black or dye it black. See if this piece comes out or not. It should. Probably remove that, wrap that with something, just spell out Dash Garage instead of putting the logo in there. But we'll see. I might just rock it like this for a while. Spray it black. I don't think I'm gonna spray this one red. That's kind of black. I get away with red. It's kind of big. And then mess around in fiberglass the other one in the meantime, and depending on if this one grows on me or not, keep this one in here. There's one thing I'm gonna have to look at it. I'll get my buddy to send me some pictures. I know the lights go here. Try to figure out how to mount that there. And I'm guessing the wipers. On the Grand Prix was on the column. Kind of similar to what's on the Monty. All the wiper controls and everything would be here. Or on the Elko, or at least the 80. It's just a slide switch. So it's just the wipers there. Push that to the side. So we'll see what we do. Should be fairly easy if I or get some MDF board, cut it out to shape, wrap it, and put it in there. But who knows? MDF board I do have is 1/2 inch. Yeah, so this one might actually be big enough, but it's not gonna have that bottom part, so it'd have to be 2 pieces. Which if I'm gonna do it, 1 piece would be better, but ooh, it'd be close. Let's be close. This one, not quite wide enough, so that's also going to be a problem. I think they sell them in 4 foot by 4 foot, so I don't know. We'll see, or 4 by 2 or something like that. But what do you guys think? Grand Prix dash? Have all sorts of Frankenstein parts on the Elko. But we'll see. Still think I should be able to fiberglass this one up fairly nice. And then who knows, keep it, swap it back out, or fiberglass it, paint it, sell it. We'll see. But what do you guys think? Yay or nay? Alright, so I think I'm gonna rock with the Grand Prix dash. I will have to build a custom insert or a bezel. So what I'm thinking, I have 2 pieces of MDF board. It's a little thicker than I wanted to use, but I think it should be fine. And this piece is good lengthwise, but that last little section, I need about 2.5 inches to make it complete. So this little section here, everything else is good. So pretty much I use it for that template. I'll trace that out, cut it out. This one, it's just a little too short lengthwise, so I have to either make it 2 pieces, or what I'm thinking is this section here, just build a little insert just for the Terminator X, so maybe a little box or something. So we'll see about that, or I could save it for a double den. See if they have the same one at Walmart, if they're all sold out. I think they were just discontinuing that model. So if I can find some in that price range I pay for the one in here and the one in the truck, I might do another one in the Elko also. So if I'm gonna do it, this is a lot of real estate for just a single den radio. So definitely gonna do a double den here. I was thinking up here, which would be plenty of room for one. I might have to cut this section out, but I don't know how much support that actually has. So either here or keep this section and put the vents back in there, do a double den here. I can't find my tape measure, so I'd measure some stuff out, but if not, it could go here, no problem. But I was thinking the Terminator X here, double den up here, and then eventually this will be closed off for now, but probably order a tinker for this. So we'll see. It'll be a lot easier with this. Like I said, this might just be the mock-up one, just so I could get something there, and really don't need to save this, but I would like to. Like I said, just get that insert there, and then with it being a little thicker, I might just get some L brackets just for the mounts here and here. And I don't think that's going to be too heavy, or it's going to be tearing down into it. But we'll see. Might also just stop by the store and see if they have one, a thinner piece, probably a 1/4 inch thick instead of 1/2 inch. That way it cuts down the weight, and it's still thick enough where I could screw stuff into it. Alright, just got back from the store, picked up some vinyl and fabric dye, also some wax and grease remover. So I've already had a video of doing it on the dash on the Monty, so pretty much wipe it down, get all the dirt and grease and everything off, and then put a couple light coats on there, and then one medium to heavy coat. So that's pretty much it for that. I don't know what this is all for, but good thing that's the bottom. Other than that, I'm gonna trace this paper out, add a little bit here, straight cut there, just try to get this template on to the dash, make sure it fills all the holes. Then I picked up a 1/4 inch MDF board. Thinking about it now, I might have to use probably this 1/2 inch MDF board also. So I'm gonna use the 1/4 inch to get pretty much the template or the face of it, and then I'll leave it solid for now. I'm not going to cut any holes and everything out. I'll wait to do that later on down the road once I figure out what type of stereo I want to go with, and if I want to keep all the gauges and everything, so, or all the vents and everything. So we'll see about that, but for now it's just going to be just one big solid piece of plywood or MDF board, and the 1/4 inch is going to keep it pretty lightweight. I don't know, it's just plastic, but don't want to put too much stress on this, have it cracking or anything. So it's actually a 3rd screw here, so it'll be mounted 3 screws on top. The 1/4 inch will pretty much be the face of it, and if I have to add some bracing or something behind that for like the Tinker Dash or a stereo or something, then I'll take the 1/2 inch and pretty much attach it to the back of the 1/4, and then that'll give me my thickness if I need to mount anything. So I did have a little face plate for a doubled in, but like I was saying, I think the ones I'm using in the truck and the Monty, I think those are all discontinued, or the last of them have been sold, and they're probably just going with the newer model, so it'll probably be a little bit more expensive. But I'll wait, figure out what I want to do in here. For now, I just want to get it painted or dyed, get the bezel on, and get it installed back into the car. So let me do all that, and I'll catch you guys back on once it's all in. This does come out, so I'll take this out. I'll probably pop these out and then dye it that way. And this top piece, I'm not sure what goes there, but I'll probably make a plate out of the 1/4 inch to go on top of that just to cover it up. But I'll be all later on down the road. Let me get to it. Alright, so this is all cut out. It's pretty close. Once it gets wrapped and everything, it should close up all the gaps. So I'm happy with it. I might need to take a little bit out alongside here. Probably do that, and here. So I'll take a little bit out. Both these little sections here. Everything else, nice tight fit. I'll work on some brackets. Probably just get some L brackets to put back behind here, and I'll attach to these 3 spots there. I wanted to do this before I started painting, that way I could come back in and actually keep messing with this as much as I needed to and not have to wait for this to dry. So next I'm going to wipe it down and then get to spraying. Really don't want to take the glove box off, but I might have to, just to spray back in there. So I'll probably prop it up like that to spray it. This bottom piece might come off. Yeah, I'll probably take that off just to spray it and put it back on later. And then I think everything else should be good. So I'll take this off, pop these out, and then this top piece should go ahead and make something for that, because I'm not sure if you guys put it together or not. This mistake of a piece is pretty much the exact size, so it's pretty much the exact size for that opening. So once I cut out the MDF board, get that cut out, I'll probably wrap it in that, and then go into the last little bit of vinyl I have left of this white. I'd always get more, but like I said, when I say it's the last little bit, it's barely enough. But I'll wrap it in this for now. Like I said, I'll get more down the road, because eventually I'll either peel it off or cut one of these back out again and then put where I want everything. But obviously I don't have the dash yet, or the gauge cluster. I just have the little 3.5 inch. I just have the single din and the Terminator X. So what I'm thinking, I mount the Terminator X to the bottom for now, and then the 3.5, pretty much screw it right in the middle where the normal gauges will be. I'll hook up the odometer still, but that'll be tucked behind it, out of the way. And then the single din, I'm not even sure if I want to mount that up here yet or not, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, once I do start drilling out everything, I could just cut the vinyl and hide it that way, but I'll probably just get a whole new piece and rewrap it. But yeah, I think it's gonna look good. Like I said, it is a lot of open area. Should I cut the double din in there now? I might as well, right? So I'll decide on that and cut you guys back on once everything's painted or dyed, whatever you're gonna call it. Alright, so that's about 3.5 coats. It's about 3 coats. This is one of the spare glove boxes I had. That'll be going in the Monty, so figured why not knock that out since I'm already spraying. I know it's not best to spray in direct sunlight, but I didn't feel like moving the cars out of the way, cover up the Monty and spray in there. So since this was already a dark blue, it didn't take too much to cover it, but it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Just 3 light coats, like 3.5. But I'll let this dry for probably about an hour. It'll probably be less time sitting out in the sun, but why rush it, right? So that's all done. I think one little bug did fly into it, but it's on the side, so not too concerned. But it's gonna let those dry. Did cut a template out for that top piece. So yeah, just, well, that's extra. This is what I'm using, so probably cut it out. One of these, if not use a larger piece, because it is sitting in there quite a ways. I'm not sure if it was for a speaker or what, but you got 2 speaker pods on this side. This looks like it could be 4x10 maybe, but who knows. I'll just make that cut out. Yeah, I'll probably will use the, I don't know, the 1/2 inch one. I have to notch it out a little bit on top, but I'll probably use the 1/2 inch one, cut it out, wrap it with the Dash's Garage logo on it, and then I'll just wrap this piece all in white for now, because I'm not cutting it out for the stereo or anything just yet. That'll be later on down the road. Like I said, I haven't even hooked the speakers back up, so what's the point in hooking the stereo back up? Just want a nice clean look, somewhat of a finished look in here finally, instead of just wires everywhere, a carpet on the dash, and like I said, it was a mistake, but it's gonna work out just fine. So I'll get this wrapped, or cut out, wrapped, and cut you guys back on once it's done. It's getting hot out here. What is it? Almost 80 out here, so yeah, let me get this piece cut out. I'll wait for that to dry before I test fit it, and yeah, cut you guys back on once everything else is back and installed. I know I said I was going to cut it back on when it was in the car, but I couldn't wait to mock it up, so that still needs, I think, just to be secured. Probably trim this corner up a little bit with the fabric, but that's a lot of white. Still gotta wipe it down, got a little dirty, but that turned out pretty good. I was debating on which way to have it, if I wanted the dash garage on the inside or have it flip, so if you're looking at it from the outside, it reads straight, so that's the way I went with it. Yeah, let it dry for a little bit longer and then get it in the car. It's starting to grow on me. Still got to get some different seat belts in here. I might just go black and white, get the red out of here. Who knows? What do you guys think? I'll go over to the other side here in a second, but woo. Yeah, like I said, it was a mistake piece, but I think it's perfect for that. I'll make it happen. But yeah, like I said, it's starting to grow on me. Still need to organize all this stuff, so that's what I'm going to end up doing the rest of the night. Let's get all that organized. But yeah, it is in. Well, most of it. Still got to figure out where I want to put the lights. Eventually, like I said, once I get a screen and everything and a doubled in, I'll probably cut holes here for the lights and the windshield wipers. But yeah, it's definitely a different view. Still gotta get the mounts for that, so that's secured. Right now it's just floating. Decided to put the Terminator X there. I was like, just screw one hole in there. Eventually, if I do a dash, it's gonna be a big hole there, so that one really doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the piece I like. It's that little insert right there. Yeah, what do you guys think? Rock with the Grand Prix dash or mess with the original dash out of the Elko? Try to fiberglass that. But I don't know. I thought this was going to be a bunch of open real estate, especially with the vents there and the CD player and everything. But I think a lot of the guys that get the custom made dash with the big screen in there and everything, Grand Prix one, there's plenty of real estate for it. I don't think I'll go anything too big, especially not in the Elko, but try to find a nice double den or something there, and probably with the sweeper style, I was thinking the 5-inch tinker, but I might be able to get away with the 7, if not 10-inch in here with this dash in there. Do that little strip too in white. Once I learn how to wrap corners, everything's going to be even better, but until then, it's not going to be perfect. They're not show cars. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I wasn't even planning on this. I just came out to the garage, started messing around, and ended up taking the dash out, saying I was going to clean up some wiring, and ended up pretty much changing the whole look of the Elko. So it was just even funnier when my buddy said, I put the picture up, and I was like, what should I do with the other dash? And since he has a Grand Prix, he was like, man, put the Grand Prix dash in it. He didn't even know I had this one sitting in the back of the PT, which makes it even funnier. If he knew, that would have been kind of like, he kind of just like, man, put it in there. But he didn't know. He was just joking around. And little did he know, I had one close. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I just zip tied the Holly down here. I might try to find a different way to mount it. Probably just screw up through the bottom. But yeah, right now it's just zip tied. Then actually able to put the registration in there. I think that's the first time I've had a working glove box in here, or somewhat working glove box. But yeah, that's nice to have now. Little things next, like weld this plate in and then clean this up and probably get actual carpet for here, or just a boot cover. But yeah, I think I need actual carpet that's molded. Get that in here, get some actual seat tracks, and thinking new bucket seats in here. These ones aren't bad, but I don't know. I'll rock them for a little bit, but if I could actually get some seat mounts with them on sliders, that'd be even better. Get rid of these harnesses and just go back to regular seat belts. Like I said, I'll probably just do black, or I don't know, maybe white. I'll probably get rid of the red, probably paint these white also. But I don't know. It's all black and white. I like the red accents here and there, but the harnesses, like I said, it's just a cruiser. They're just in there for looks. But yeah, I think we're just going to start getting this interior like it should be. Repaint all the trim pieces, get them all secured, get a actual new headliner, because fiberglass on this one didn't hold up like I wanted it to. So yeah, probably get an actual car fire extinguisher, get that mounted probably right there. It seems like a good spot for it. It's out of the way, I can shift, so we're good there. Eventually, like I said, probably throw a double dent in here, hook the speakers back up, have a little bit of sound in here, but for now, let's keep it nice and simple. But man, that piece right there, like I said, she originally pressed it on a little bit larger than I was expecting, so we had to shrink it down a little bit for the Monty, but it just worked out so good on that one. Oh no, is it picking up the reflection in there? I don't think so. It's not picking it up. But yeah, it's just reflecting up on the windshield, so that's a nice little feature. You kind of see the outline of it right about there. But yeah, that's it for the day. Just a little quick project. Well, I might just run into the store to get the pieces, get the fabric dye, get the MDF board, and the adhesive. I did forget to mention a step in dyeing it. So I did the wax and grease remover, and then I did a adhesion promoter, and then the dye. So yeah, but it's looking pretty good. I originally was thinking matte black or flat black, but then I remember the door panels were a little glossy, so that's why I went with the gloss black on here. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, that's it for this one.